thanks for stopping by. If you're new here, my name is Louisa and welcome to the Bluestone Villa. It's my kind of online home to share my offline home, as it were. So I share videos on kind of our renovation process, which is mostly DIY at the moment, interiors. So we've got kind of a lot to fill this house as we came from a flat before. And then finally, life at our Victorian house. That's more around kind of how we use our space, how we enjoy our space, things that we like doing here, you know, kind of cocktails, recipes, that kind of thing. But today's video is focused around interiors. It's kind of an interiors haul. It's actually things I purchased across the whole of August. So a bit like a fashion YouTube haul, what I'll do is I'll share obviously the item, where I purchased it from, the price point, and then I'm also going to insert some cutaways so that you can see how I'm using it in our house, kind of how I've styled it up, etc. So I've actually got 5 items to share with you today. They're all high street items, so really affordable. In fact, nothing is over the price point of £20, which I think is brilliant, especially if you're trying to watch what you're spending like I am at the moment. Those 5 items span from H&M Home, TKmaxx and Homesense, and then there are a couple of others, 1 or 2 others I think, stores that maybe you might not know of that I will share with you as well. The first 2 items actually that I'm going to share with you are actually both rugs, which I think that sounds even more mad that I've not spent more than £20 on each of these items. They're obviously not huge rugs, they're kind of more smaller area rugs, and both of them were kind of impulse purchases. I'll start with the cheapest option first. So the cheapest option was this rug here. So this was actually $5.99 from TKmaxx. I don't know if you can get the shape. I'm going to try and show the shape a bit more. Sorry, this is like a bit convoluted here because I'm trying to, but I don't know if you can see that. I don't know why I'm doing that actually, because I'm going to style it up so you're going to see what it looks like then. What an idiot. Anyway, this rug was in TKmaxx and it was just $5.99, which I think is absolutely mad. So cheap. And I love it. It's so soft. I don't know what it's made of. It's just 100% polyester. So nothing fancy schmancy in terms of material. But yeah, I just love it. It's so soft and it came in lots of different colours. I feel like I absolutely lied. This is actually the most hilarious, sorry, reveal here. This wasn't $5.99. There must have been, I swear it said $5.99. Okay, well, I'm a moron. Let's just, I might as well just start again. It was actually $16.99. Fine. Still cheap. It came in lots of different colours and there was kind of like a dark blue, which we have like dark blue running through the house in lots of different places. So I thought actually that could work really nicely, but I didn't love it as much. And there was something about this is like a really muted grey. I think it's a really sophisticated grey. I was kind of seeking this out before I purchased it in a way. So these have been around for ages, haven't they? I think they've kind of been on a bit of a trend for a few years now, and I still see them in shops and online, so they're obviously not going anywhere. And they are really versatile because obviously you can use them as a rug or you can use them thrown over dining room chairs and stuff like that. I've bought my one obviously just for a rug. I've always liked them, but I've never particularly felt like I was planning to buy one, if that makes sense. But in true Bluestone Villa style, we don't like to work on just one project at a time. We like to really test our patience and work on lots of projects at the same time. So we've been working on our bedroom. That work is ongoing, but we have now started work on our staircase. So we restored the first set of stairs last year and I'm now working on the second set of stairs. You will see that in our next renovation diary. And anyway, I won't go into that. That's a whole other thing. We're carrying the white upstairs basically. And so we're painting all the floorboards white on the stairs and up on the landings and stuff. And so I do want obviously some lovely rugs to go on the landings so that you've got some other textures there. So you've got some of that softness underfoot. So because we've started on this project, I had this idea to buy a rug like this, oddly enough, to go on the very top landing. I do want some softness in places, and I feel like that is really soft and lovely, and I just think it will go really nicely with the white. I obviously can share with you what it will look like against the white, but of course you're not going to get a true perception of it in place because at the moment it's just old, dirty Victorian floorboards at the moment where it will be. So yeah, so that was TKmaxx, and that was $16.99, not $5.99, as apparently I told myself, James, and my bank account. So the next rug actually comes with a bit of a ridiculous story. So the next rug actually was from Homesense. So I purchased this directly after buying the other rug, and apparently with the last rug, I was not paying attention to the price. And with this rug, I wasn't paying attention to the rug. So I saw this rug in Homesense and I loved it, absolutely adored it. It was only $19.99. So again, bargain. Actually, I can't even check, but it was definitely $19.99. So complete bargain, really, really pleased with the price. So I don't really have any way to put it, but I just like, I can't let this stay in the store. Like, it has to come home with me. But basically, Homesense had this rug hung up on a hanger. I didn't get it completely out. I was just looking at it. Loved it, bought it, putting it in my car. This is what I was looking at. It doesn't look like anything on screen, but in the store, it's got like metallic bits in it and like these little tufts. And I just thought it was like really nice and muted. And I just quite liked it, basically. And then when I put it in the car, it like flapped over like this. And I was like, oh no, this is the actual rug. This is the underside of the rug. So complete madness. But this is basically what the rug looks like really in real life. So it's like fringed at the edge, and it's got these triangles. It's like a brighter blue, a navy blue, and then a silver metallic, and it's kind of all weaved, and it's really nice. It's 100% cotton, I think I remember reading from the label, and I think it was made in India. But yeah, major faux pas, guys, major faux pas. I didn't take it back because I still quite liked it. I thought about when I thought this was the right side, I thought about it going up in our main spare bedroom, which is on the top floor, when we do that next year. Now that I realise that it's this side, I did consider still using this side, but the more I look at it, the more I now see like it is just the underside and I look like a mad person. But I do still like this, and I think there's a possibility I could still use it up on our top floor. But my mum had a great idea about whether it could be used as an outdoor rug. We have a nice new patio that we've just built. We've also got a horrible old patio that we kind of have just left to and I have recently painted my patio furniture out there, and it's blue, so I thought it would be great to have that under there, and I really feel like it works, and I just think it looks really, really lovely. It looks really smart. I haven't left it out exposed to all the different kind of elements. I have brought it in. We've only had it out when we've had people over. But saying that, it is a really kind of durable, like solid material, I would say. So I think it could probably withstand being out in the rain and stuff. But I really, really liked this once I realised what the rug actually was. But yes, that was $19.99 from Homesense. And actually, I should say, for the first rug I shared, you could actually buy that in Homesense as well, I assume for the same price. So moving on, I'm going to stick with Homesense because I bought something else in Homesense. So in terms of interiors item, this is kind of a bit of a generic interiors item, but I bought some candles. Now, I love Homesense for candles because I feel like they've got such a good range and you can always find something lovely. I do think you really need to kind of smell them all properly before you buy them because, I mean, scent is subjective anyway, but I do think there are some that are just disgusting. But I love it when you see something in Homesense. I always feel like the brands you see in Homesense a lot of the time are like brands I've never heard of. So I never pay attention to like what the original price would have been for the item because I literally am just like, I don't even know this brand. So I love it when you do find a brand that is something that you actually genuinely like, oh, I really know that brand. And that's like a really good price for that item. And that's how I felt about these. So I actually picked up some candles and they are Pecksniff's candles, which I always remember Pecksniff's as a child. Like I feel like my mum might have had some Pecksniff's stuff. So I bought 3 in total. So I bought 1 of this size and then I bought 2 of, I mean, it's a smaller size, but it's still quite a substantial amount of candle. It's 150 grams, these ones, and this one is 300 grams. I don't know if it says how long the burning time is on these. No, don't think they do. But I bought these specifically again because we are making some plans for a very budget-friendly bathroom job, and I've kind of got all like moody in my tones for it because we think we've picked out this green tile that we're going to do like a wall of tiles on. I won't go into it too much because that will come later down the line in another video, but I really like the idea of having like dark candles. I love the kind of like amber glass. I think it's the kind of look that would go really nice in the bathroom when we do it. So I picked these up, and I picked these up specifically for the bathroom as well because they are kind of all based around kind of like, I guess, wellness in a way. So this larger one is a detox candle, and then the other two I bought was a recovery candle and a deep sleep candle. I love anything deep sleep. So the detox candle is purifying time and rejuvenating elemi. I don't know what elemi is, but that is kind of a really refreshing scent. Really light and really refreshing. None of these are particularly overpowering. Now, this larger one was £7.99, and actually the retail price would have been £30. So that's a really, really good price point for a Pecksniff's candle. And then the deep sleep and the recovery one, I'm going to be 100% honest, the labels were on the front, and we had guests coming over, so I whipped the labels off. I think I must have paid £4.99 for each of these. And I couldn't quite tell you, obviously, what the price point was. I think I looked it up, and it might have been around the £20 mark, £15 or £20 mark, perhaps, for these. But the deep sleep one is soothing clary sage and relaxing lavender. I actually can't smell the lavender so much yet, but I haven't burnt this one yet, so perhaps that will come out more so then. And then the aromatherapy recovery one is more of a masculine scent. It is, yeah, a bit of like a woody masculine scent, and that is restorative juniper and uplifting patchouli. So yeah, I really like those. You might have to use your imagination a little bit with the style up of these because, as I said, our bathroom is not done. It's just a bit of a sad state of affairs. And so this is just shoved at the moment, mostly on the top of a cabinet that I've got in there that I'm going to do a little bit of an upcycle project in. So forgive me, not particularly creatively styled, but that's where they're sitting for now. And that's kind of where I see those types of candles sitting when the bathroom is done. Next, I'm going to move on to an item I purchased from a brand called Lighting Direct, which I'd actually never heard of before. So they're an online store. I don't think they've got like an actual presence. I think it is just online, and it's these. So you get 6 in a box, and they are £19.97 or something, I think, but they were on offer for £15.99, I think, and obviously I will link below. But I basically had it in my head that I really wanted to, instead of having kind of like string lights in my garden, which I possibly will have as well, I really wanted to hang light bulbs from our apple tree. It's quite a focal point in our garden if you've not seen our garden tour, and there's something a bit magical about the tree, and I thought hanging light bulbs in kind of different places across the tree would add to that kind of magical, enchanted effect. And you could get string lights that were bulbs like this, but I really wanted to be able to clip them on or hang them on individually so that you could kind of, you know, have as fewer or more than you wanted, and kind of all different heights and stuff. They're solar powered, and they've got these hooks basically that you can just clip to the branches. And yeah, I've just really been loving them. I think, yes, of course, it's summer, so you're going to use them more at that time of year, but I think you could keep them up beyond that. I think I'm going to keep mine into autumn for definite. I have noticed that 1 or 2, now it's not as sunny at the moment, 1 or 2 maybe don't come on, like maybe they haven't quite caught the sun, probably because the tree has got quite a lot of leaves on it and stuff at the moment as well. So I think definitely would work better in the summer. I'm not sure whether I said, but there are 6 in a box. I actually bought 2 boxes because I wasn't sure how many I might need. I didn't want to buy just 6 and then actually there not be enough to go on the tree. I actually think 6 was enough for our tree, but I am also happy that I've got more that I can add to it as well. And now I'm going to move on to my final item, which is definitely my favorite purchase of August. You know when you get a feeling when you see something in store, you just get really, really excited, a bit like I probably did with that rug before I realised I bought the underside of a rug. But I got really, really excited when I saw this. I went into H&M, is it at home? H&M Home? H&M Home at Bluewater, and there was just so much I could have bought. I really had to like restrain myself from buying anything else. There were just so many items I saw that I loved. But yeah, I saw it and I just absolutely loved it. So it is this kind of, I guess it's like a ceramic hurricane candle holder. And it's a really kind of light grey blue. It probably looks kind of white, it looks like on screen there, but it's not. It's like a bluey grey. I love the detail around here. And I just instantly knew that it would work so nicely in our kitchen because they had next to it candles, these candles here. They came in like a cream, but then they also had this black candle, which I actually think looks like a bluey black candle. And together, I just think would really complement our kitchen. So our kitchen cupboards are in railings by Farrow & Ball. And we've also got a vein that runs through our tiles from Topps Tiles as well that is just gorgeous. And yeah, I just think it would really complement those things. And I instantly knew where I wanted to put it straight away. We have 2 windowsills that when we finished the kitchen, those were kind of areas that I just didn't really know what to do with them. I knew I wanted to kind of fill them with something because empty, it was just too empty and a bit sparse, but I couldn't really picture what to do with them. So instead we ended up just loading them up with like random stuff that we didn't really know where to put certain things. And buying these have definitely kind of like, it gave me the inspiration to style up that area and kind of our coffee bar area completely. So very, very excited. I think they look perfect. I bought 3 in total. The ceramic holder was $8.99, which I think is a really good price point because usually hurricane kind of holders and jars and stuff are super expensive. And then the candles were $3.99, I believe. I obviously bought 3 to go with the 3 ceramic holders, but I do love to light a candle. And so I'm a bit worried that if I light these, I don't want it to be that I can't get hold of these again. So I might buy a replacement set as well. But yeah, I thought they were stunning. And they'd work on their own or in pairs, or, you know, I bought 3. Maybe that was excessive. Who knows? But I think it works in the space. And that's it. That's all the things I bought in August for our home. I'm going to try and make this into a bit of a regular series. So as long as I've got at least a decent amount of items to share with you every month, then I'll make sure I create a video like this that kind of shows what I've been kind of picking up. So I just wanted to say thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you checking in with me and watching my latest video. If you're not a subscriber here, please do stick around, check out some of our other videos, and hopefully join us for this emotional renovation ride. And I'll see you next time.